Welcome at forextrading.com. Right now it's 2:55 a.m., 5 minutes before opening European markets, and we are having 21st December. So it is few days before Christmas time, and we are having kind of December long run on indexes. So please remember Christmas and December is a kind of special time for stock exchange. We are looking right now at the Forex calendar. We are having some important data at pound and mostly at Canadian dollar. Let's take a look at 4-hour chart S&P 500 contracts. We see here it's still rising. If it's a sure breakout, we'll see more and more upside movement. But right now, the situation is that in few days we're gonna have a Christmas Eve, so investors will probably go safe on that free time. But I'm not sure if people will want to keep those positions. I mean, every one of them. If traders will like to go on holidays having long position at S&P 500, we'll see about that. Right now it is moving to the upside. The breakout occurred. It took a little breath. We can make a zoom to this situation. Breakout occurred, make a breath, and continue. So we are having kind of follow through on this price behavior. Let's take a look at currencies. It haven't much changed from yesterday. We made some moves we are gonna discuss at 30-minute chart because here we can't really see what happened yesterday. We see no big move occurred. So let's take a look at 30-minute chart. Yesterday's situation we have been discussing when the continuation rectangle occurred on euro dollar 30-minute chart, and this was this part of the price chart, and it has extended a little bit during the day, so we can mark it like this. And after all, I was saying the most important, most interesting situation would be to see a breakout to the downside to enter the short position. And it really occurred on the price chart. But let's take a look what happened exactly. We can zoom a little bit. And this movement occurred almost after closing European markets. So it didn't really interest me so much because I know the probability of the aggressive move to the downside from this pattern would be at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at European markets. So we are talking 3, 4, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but not really at closing European markets. So this move was made at wrong time, I could say. At this time, 9, 10, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm already closing my business, so I'm not taking any trades when the European markets it's closing. It is really rare situation, and it would have to be a very interesting move, not a regular one from regular pattern that I would enter the market, and it was no situation for that. Even though this breakout was interesting, it took my interest. And what I did is, when I'm not sure of the transaction and I want to enter the market, I do that at demonstration account. And that's what I did. The market came lower, broke out from this support resistance, took a little breath, and I came in short in the market. So I did a classic move. And of course, after a few minutes, I already regret this move and closed the demonstration account position because the market came back as it shouldn't. So we could see important follow through to the downside, but it didn't happen because of the wrong time. Strongly suggesting that at this time, really the probability of the move is much different than when we are opening European markets. So I'm talking about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then what happened after this breakout? We could see evening and night consolidation and the opposite move, reverse. Buyers came in, and right now it is kind of a small buyer's market, so we can see more further grow. Even though I'm not interested in that, I'm still looking for the chance to go short like on pound. So, but I will change my mind if we see more of those candles, I mean demand coming in. That might be suggesting that we are coming back to those demand moments. So I'm talking about those green waves right here, wave number one and wave number two. Maybe it is not really reasonable to sell any euro dollar in next few days. So the markets will be closing soon, but right now we might see some important trading, but I wouldn't really force to enter the markets right now, a few days before Christmas Eve. I mean, at least not for a medium time purposes. So day trading, okay, but not for a few days or many days, keeping the trade position. So let's see how pound is doing. This is a 4 hour chart. We see most important sellers coming in, one and two, and right now we are having kind of a consolidation. Let's see how it looks like at 30-minute chart, because the pound was doing a similar move like euro dollar did yesterday. I mean, it wanted to break out to the downside, and it really happened. And I was saying yesterday that we are having the same kind of flag or the same kind of pattern that happened before, that we can see some downtrend movement again. But I also mentioned, which is very important, that two times in a row, Forex doesn't really do that. So it's very rare to see the same patterns and the same behavior after those patterns at Forex or any kind of market. So markets really doesn't do that. Why? Because it would be not too much interesting. I'm always joking about this situation. So the move kind of occurred, a fake move to the downside. We see here a beautiful dome, the markets accelerating, but again, it was just in the moment of closing European markets. So it wasn't so interesting. The probability of this move follow through to the downside was very, very different than we see it 6 hours before when the European market just started to trade. So we see exactly the same move at euro dollar. You see fake breakout. Here we got this situation at pound. And we see the same move as a continuation. I mean, breathtaking triangle and the upwards movement. Some buyers came in. We see exactly the same move in those two currencies. So conclusion from the situation breakout 1 and breakout 2 at pound and euro dollar 30-minute chart is that sometimes you will look in the history of some trades or price chart, and if you don't take a look why this breakout didn't really happen, why it was a fake breakout, if you forget to look at the time the breakout occurred, you will be missing important thing that trading is different at opening European markets, at closing European markets, and during the closing of US sessions and going to the Asian market. So those are three different things, and really the same signal is very different at those three times. So one of those times you will use it, the other time you will pass, knowing that this move isn't really so probable like it would be few hours before. And that's what happened. Easy. So most of the time, some of the time, trading is about keeping your hands off the market, off your real account trading. If you need to do something, do it at demonstration account if you're not 100% sure. That's pretty much it about fake breakouts today. I'm very glad that we see this kind of situation, and I could explain on live market why the breakouts sometimes occur and it just don't follow through. It didn't happen. It is easy to explain, really, and there are always some reasons to suggesting not to enter the markets in this kind of perspective, for example. So thank you very much for listening. Hope you see some more videos or look at the online trading course. Thank you very much for your attention.